Hey everybody, it's Vampyre1444 here, and today I'm going to do my top 20 zombie films. Now, there's going to be films on here that people are going to say, oh no, it shouldn't be in the list, but at the end of the day, this is like my personal choice of what I think. Everybody else will have their own favourites and everything, but this is mine, so I hope you enjoy it. So let's go. Right, now first off, we have, see if I can get it better, see if I can get it to look better. The Dead Next Door. This is one of the first DVDs I got. It's a low budget film. It's about the zombie squad, which is a part of the police, whose job it is to go around, well, basically killing zombies. It's a really low budget film. The acting's got a lot to be desired, but it's a fun, enjoyable film. The special effects are quite good. Some nice little gory parts in it. So yeah, this is number 20. It's a really good, nice little zombie film. Number 19, got Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Now, I like this because it's a comedy. There's no getting around that, but it's a fun comedy. Some really good moments in it. And the two main characters from the first Return of the Living Dead are in it, which leaves a lot to be explained, considering they both turned into zombies. Well, one turned into a zombie in the first one, and the other one killed himself. But they're back in the second one. And it's basically the same thing. There's a graveyard. You've got the canisters, and some kids mess about with it, break it open, and all the zombies in the graveyard come to life. And there's a few little survivors in the town, and they're trying to get out. Like I say, it's a good comedy, especially Michael Jackson's little cameo, and the talking head, which is always quite enjoyable to watch. But yes, a good little film. And at number 17, we have a Japanese film called Junk. Now, again, the acting isn't the best in this, but it's a really good Japanese zombie film. Good special effects in it. And it's basically some criminals, they do a heist, and they hide out in an abandoned military laboratory, not realising that there's dead bodies there. And they arrange to meet some other bad guys, him, and get double crossed and accidentally spill the chemicals that bring the dead back to life. But yeah, it's a good little movie. And the next one is Versus, which is a brilliant film. It's a Japanese film, same as Junk. Yeah, there's 666 portals, and this one's set on the 444th. Again, it's about a bunch of gangsters. They help a guy break out of prison, and the forest is full of zombies. And it's a really fast, action-paced film, plenty of blood and guts in it. So if you like that type of film, then yes, buy that and watch that. It's really good. Next one is the remake of Night of the Living Dead. I really like this one. I was surprised. Special effects are slightly better, and I like the ending. The way the main character survives in it. Yeah, there is an annoying woman in it who does nothing but scream, but fortunately she dies. But it's a really good remake by Tom Savini. I was really quite surprised when I first saw it. Nice little addition to Zombie Collectors. Next we have the first in the, what is it, trilogy I think it is, quadrilogy, and that's Tombs of the Blind Dead, which is a Spanish. They're kind of like zombies, but a bunch of Knight Templars who come back from the dead, but they don't eat you. They bite you and drink your blood, but they turn you into zombies. It's a bit slow at times, and the acting is quite good. But yeah, a good little film, better than the other ones. The other ones in the series start to go downhill a bit. And the next one is actually this one, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, which is a really, really weird film. Again, the acting's not great, and there's really weird music in it, but you've got to watch it. You've got to watch it to believe it. It's, like I say, it's not the best acting. Special effects are okay, and it's really quite good. It's been a while since I watched it. That's because I tend to find the music's a bit off-putting on it. But it's about some hippies, if you call them hippies. They go to the cemetery, they dig up a dead body and start having a party and all that. And I forget how they do it, but they somehow manage to bring the dead in the cemetery back to life, and they take their revenge on them. And and another good one is The Dead Pit from the 80s. I saw this when I was a little kid and I loved it. And then I couldn't find it for many years, but then finally found it on eBay. Again, the acting's quite good. Special effects are good. Set in an old mental asylum. There's a doctor who experiments with the dead, bringing them back to life. And his daughter gets put in the asylum, but she doesn't realise she's the daughter. And he comes after her with his undead horde. But yeah, it's a really good film. I don't really see it on many people's lists, but yeah, it's very watchable. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you get it, because it's really good. Next up we have Night of the Creeps, which is really funny, good old-fashioned zombie film about these little alien parasites that infect dead bodies and bring them back to life. And it's a detective and a couple of young students trying to fight them off. And there's one of the aliens. Looks like a little kid. But a really fun, enjoyable film. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And next we have the original Night of the Living Dead, which I don't really need to say much about this. It's one of the first ones where the zombies actually eat you. I think before that there was mainly the zombies were slaves. Low budget but really well done. Complete classic. So enough about that one. And next one is the original Day of the Dead. Now, I was going to put this higher, but I decided to put it where it was, mainly because it is slow. Slow-paced zombie film, but it's really good because society's broke down. There's pretty much nothing left. There's just a group of people in this underground bunker, and it's basically the stress and strains they're under of trying to survive in like the post-apocalypse. But the special effects on this are absolutely amazing. I believe Tom Savini did them, and they are just mind-boggling. Some of the best zombie makeup and special effects I've ever seen in a film. So yeah, absolutely brilliant film that. Next we have a French one called The Horde, and I was genuinely surprised with this because I thought it was just going to be another run-of-your-mill, but it's actually really good, really violent, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's about a group of cops who decide to take the law into their own hand and take out an African gang in this tower block. But as they're doing that, a zombie apocalypse happens, and they've all got to band together to try and survive. And there's plenty of fighting in it, lots of gore, and it's a really fast-paced film. It's really highly recommend that one. Really good. Next we have The Beyond, which is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Lucio Fulci's, obviously, really well done, really atmospheric. I'm sure most people know about this. One buys a hotel and it's actually a gateway to hell, and it starts open and she's got to try and close it, and it's really good special effects in it. Like I say, really creepy in places. So yep, brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, go see it. The same with City of the Living Dead. Again, it's a Lucio Fulci one, part of a trilogy, and this is set in a town of Dunwich, and it starts off as a priest kills himself, commits suicide, and thus opens a gateway to hell in this small town. And there's a man and woman who are trying to close it. But again, the special effects are good, very atmospheric, really good music. Zombies are a bit weird because they can teleport, which I found a bit strange, but yeah, very enjoyable film. Another one I highly recommend. The same with The Zombie Dead. Again, this is an Italian one, and not quite sure who made it. Andrea Bancini or something like that. But it's a professor who somehow manages to raise the dead, and they go after the people who are staying at this mansion. And there's the weirdest looking kid in it. I mean, you've never seen a kid like it. Really weird. But again, a really good film. Loads of zombies in it. Loads of good gory parts in it. And it's notorious for the part where the little kid bites the breasts off his mother. Like I say, he's a weird kid, but yeah, really good. And next is another classic, The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, a Spanish-Italian film set in, obviously, well, it's not really Manchester, it's set just outside of Manchester, I think in like more Yorkshire area. It's about the government's got this device, agricultural device, and unbeknownst to them, it emits sound waves, but it also brings the dead back to life. And there's a man and woman again and a copper who are trying to find out what's happening, and some nice gory parts in it. Where is it? Yep, acting's okay. I saw this when I was a little kid. I can never remember what it was called, but finally found it, and I highly recommend it. It's a really good film. And next one is The Dead, and I've spoken about this before, and how much I absolutely love this film. Probably one of the best zombie films of the noughties. Goes back to the old walking zombies, which I really love. Good acting, good special effects, and it's set in Africa and it looks really amazing. And it's, I just can't say enough about it. It's an absolutely brilliant film. And that's at number 4, I think I'm up to. And number 3, Return of the Living Dead. absolutely awesome film. Awesome film. What can I say about it? Actually, I think everybody knows about it. A guy gets a job working in this medical warehouse. The guy who's teaching him tells him about this drum that contains a dead body. Talks about the zombies, and he bangs it, saying it's really safe and secure. And the gas comes out, brings the dead back to life, and his friends come looking for him, and basically become zombie food. But it's a brilliant film, absolutely brilliant. And at number 2, again, Lucio Fulci's Zombie Flesh Eaters. Now I know it's in America it's called Zombie, I think it's Zombie 2 or something, but in Britain it's Zombie Flesh Eaters, and it is great. Now I've got the Blu-ray ordered because this is getting a bit worn out. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic film. Great special effects, acting's really good in it. Set on a little Caribbean island, and for some reason the dead are coming back to life and eating the living, and they get stranded on the island, and they've got to try and find a way of getting off it. And obviously it's got the classic zombie versus shark in it. But yeah, it's an absolutely brilliant film, and that's my number 2. And my number 1, it's got to be Dawn of the Dead. An amazing film, absolutely amazing film. Ramirez hit it right on the head there when he did it. Pretty good special effects on it. Acting's really decent. Some of the zombies look a bit could have been better, because some of them you can tell it's just like greenish type of paint on them, but really good storyline. Well, I don't need to go into any more detail. Everybody knows what it is and knows how good it is, and yes, it's just absolutely best zombie film ever in my opinion. It'll be very hard for somebody to do a zombie film that's going to top it, because this is just got everything right in it. Maybe apart from the, like I say, the zombie effects in it, as well as the zombie makeup, but apart from everything else, it is absolutely perfect. Brilliant film, absolutely brilliant. Well, there you go. That's my top 20 zombie films. I hope you enjoyed it. I think the next one I'll do will be the vampire one, which will probably be on Tuesday. So yeah, please leave your comments. Tell us if you agree or disagree, and I will see you next time. So thank you very much, and good night.